So now students, let's start. Right. So students, you can see here some values are missing in the table given below. Based on the data, you have to just a second. Here, Lavanya, you have to keep it your mic in mute mode, beta. Right? Right. So students, let's see. So now, you know the DA is very important for your examination because you get different exams anywhere around 10 questions plus or minus, 4 or 5. So you get around 10 questions in SBI Clerk Mains. Students, let's see here. Yeah. So now let's see the first one. Some values are missing in the table given below. Based on the data given, find the required values. The table shows the total number of cadets in Air Force and Navy together, and the percentage of cadets in Air Force and the percentage of cadets in Navy in 4 cities PQR. Right? Okay, just a second. Somebody is waiting. Right. So now let's go back to this. Now you can see CTP 750 are there, but you don't know the information about Air Force and Navy. Q, if you see students, Air Force is 45%, means automatically Navy is what percent? So 55%, right? So now you can say students, 55% of CTQ, 55% of CTQ is in Navy, that is 385 means, what is CTQ means you can say 55, 7 is 385, Q is equal to 700, I can say. You may do step by step. I'm saying definitely there will be some relation. That's what I'm saying. How many times 57 is 350, 57 is 35, 385, Q is 700. We can identify. Out of 700, if this is 385, this will be how much? 700 minus 385, 350. Because it's 45% of 700. Here I know this is 30%, this is 70%, but I don't know how many people are here. This we can say students 525, 60% means students, 60% is 3 by 5 actually. 3 by 5 of 525 if I take 5 105s, 3 105 is 315. If it is 315 students, it will be 210. 40%, right? 40% will be 210. This is the partial information we have. Depending on the questions, the information here and the information here, we will try to use it, students, right? So this one, please note down. When we go to the questions, we'll be requiring this. Look at question number, one in P. If the percentage of cadets, if the percentage of 1 second. Yeah, if the percentage of cadets in Air Force is in the range of 23 to 30%, and N is a multiple of 7. See, N is a multiple of 7 and it is between 23 and 30 means what it can be, students. What is the multiple of, multiple of 7 that is between 23 and 30? It is nothing but, students, 28. 7 4 is 28. Yes or no? So hence, students, we can say that N is 28. What is N? The percentage of cadets in Air Force in P is 28. Let's go back to this. If Air Force is 28, Navy will be 72%. You need what, please? Find the candidates in the Navy means, students. If Air Force is 28%, Navy will be 72%. Students, I need 72% of 750. 0. You can say 2 5s, 2 36. 5 15s, 36 15s, 540. Right, students? Good. Yeah, Suyog, it's your birthday. Good. So many happy returns of the day. May God bless you with all the good health, success, in this coming year, prosperity. So yeah, so may your parents' blessings, God's blessings are on you. Right, please. Of course, all our wishes also will be there with you. Right, friends. Let's take up second question, students. Yeah, you can keep typing, students. Yeah, average number of cadets in PQRSC 6600. Find the total number of cadets in Q and R together. Students, PQ plus P plus Q plus R plus S, average is 600 means what is the total? Because there are four, I'm sure you can write directly 600 by 4. Instead of writing by 4 equals 600, writing one more step, it is 2400. Out of this, you know which ones, please. You need Q and R together means you need to know P and S. Do we have P and S, students? P is 750, S is 525. Let's use that, please. P is 750, S is 525. You can see, students, Q plus R is equal to 2400 minus 750 minus 525. How much, students? 1275. So 2400 minus 1200 will be 1200. Another 75 less will be 1125. Right? Good. Right. Right, please. Let's go to the next one. This is interesting. In U, the number of Air Force cadets are 20% more than the total number of cadets in P. In U, students, Air Force is Air Force is 20 more than total number of cadets in P. Just now you told me in the previous question, what is the total cadets in P? 750. If total cadets in P is 750 means, students, what is 20%? I'm sure, students, you can say 10% is 75. 10% is 75. So 20% will be 150. 750 plus 150, 900. This is Air Force. What about Navy, students? Navy is 20% less than S. What is S? Just now you told me S also in the previous question, 525. 525 means, students, again I'm asking you what is 10%. I'm sure you can say 10% is 52.5. 20% means double of this, 105. But this is 20% less means 525 minus 105. I'm sorry, 420. 525 minus 105, 420 Navy. So now what is the total number of cadets in U means? Air Force is 900, Navy is 420 means. Total is 1320. You have that option, choice one. Right, students, any doubts? Right, good, Praful. Done. Right, let's see the next one. Any doubts, students? Right. Let's go to the next question. In R, if the number of Navy candidates is 180 more than 2 times the difference between the total number of candidates in P and S. Students, what is the difference between the candidates in P and S? What is P and S? Even in the previous question you were using 750, 525. Yes or no? 750, 525. What is the difference between them, students? You can see the difference is 225. In R, the Navy cadets is, students, is 180 more than 2 times of the difference between them. 2 times of the difference will be 2 times of 225. Is it exactly 2 times of the difference? It's 180 more means plus 180. You can see, students, 2 into 225, 450 plus 180, it is 630. This is the cadets in Navy in R, right? Then find the ratio of Air Force cadets of R to that in S. Air Force cadets in R2, that in S, please. You know Navy cadets here. Just a second, call from office. Right, students. So 6:30. Now, if I go back to the table, students, if I go back to the table once again, students, our Navy is 70%. Our Navy is 70% means Air Force is 30%. 30% is Air Force, 70% is Navy. Okay. And you know, in S students, Air Force is 315 and Navy is 210. That information you already have, right? So now let's go to this. You say, come again, Air Force is 30%, Navy is 70% in R. Let's use that. Students, Air Force is 30%, Navy is 70%. Now, students, this 630 is 70% of the total R. 70% of R equals to 630. You can find R value, students, but not required. See, I can always say, don't write it, please. This is waste of time. 70% of R is equal to 630. 79's R is equal to 900. If R is 900, now I need Air Force, which is 30%. 30% will be students. 30% you can see students, 30% of 30% of 900, it is 270 I can say, but waste of time. Then what I want to do, students, the 70% worth is 630. I want to know this 30% worth is how much, means you can directly say 30 by 70 into 630. You can avoid finding this total and again find, you can from 70% you can directly say 30%. See here 00. 790s, 390s, 270. That's enough. So students, Air Force, the ratio of Air Force candidates in R is 270. What is S students? You already written there. You remember? 270, 315. No? Let's see once again. Let's go to the, just a second, call from office again.
Nice, brother.
Yes, students, keep it in mic in your mute mode. Some of you just joined. Right, please. Let's go back, students. So now, students, if you look at here, this is Air Force is 315, right? So students, 270 here, 315 here. What is the ratio means? 270 is to 315 if you take, you can say students, 5 5s, 5 4s, 5 6, 5 3s, 9 6s 54, 9 7s are 63. As you rightly said, I'm happy some of you answered as 6 is to 7. That's good, students. Great. Right? Right. Let's go to the next one, students. Right. In T, that is T is a different one. We have actually PQRS only. Now he's talking about T. The total number of cadets is 5 times the number of Air Force cadets in S. Students, what is Air Force cadets in S? Just now you told me Air Force cadets in S is 315, you said. So now the T, the total cadets are 5 times the number of Air Force cadets in S, which is 5 times of 315. It is 1575. And the number of Navy cadets is students 8 by 15. Students, if Navy is 8 by 15 of the total cadets, what will be Air Force students? See, if 8 by 15 means the remaining will be 7 by 15. Am I right? See, the total is, see, 8 by 15 is what is the difference? 8 and 15, 7 by 15. Yes or no? If I see, suppose if I say, if I have 2/3 share, the other person has 1/3 share, you say, how it has come? The difference between 2 and 3, 1 by 3, right? If Navy is 8 by 15, what is Air Force means? Remaining one, 8 and 15, difference is 7 by 15. Students is asking the difference between number of Navy and Air Force cadets means it is 8 by 15, it is 7 by 15. The difference will be 1 by 15 of this 1575. You can say students 15 ones, 0 5s. It is 105. That's it. Don't try to find out how many are Navy, how many are Air Force, and then find the difference. Waste of time. If Navy cadets is 8 by 15th, Air Force will be 7 by 15. The difference is 1 by 15. Is that okay, students, everyone? No, Lavanya, that is not possible if I keep going. But last at the end of the session, we'll see, because I know you are going and coming back again and again, probably network issue. If we start doing it, every time somebody will have network issue, problem will be there. Last end of the session, you remind me, I will show you there, right? Okay, please. I'll sure, because this at this point in time, let's not affect the flow. At the end of the session, like that, if somebody missed any slide, that time I will take your questions and then show you those slides there. Right, students. This is the first set. Any doubts? Right. So let's go to the second set now, students. Students, study the following bar graph and the table carefully to answer the questions that follow. The bar graph shows the number of stores in 5 locations, A, B, C, D, E. And the students, the table, this is the first one, number of stores in 5 locations. I have 240 here, number of 240 stores in A, 200 in B, 300 in C, and so on and so on. And what about the next slide? We have a table, students. What is this table is about? The table shows the percentage of fancy stores out of the total number of stores in the 5 locations and the number of jewelry stores out of the fancy stores. Please remember, number of jewelry stores out of fancy stores there, right? So now, students, let's try to get the data properly. See, location A, students, if I take location A, I write it here. How many are total number of stores? 240. Can I write it here? 240. 240 here, please. And B, 200, C, 300. Correct me if I write it wrong. 200, 300. And students, D, 160, E, 250. Right. So now, friends, right? Now, students, if you look at, right. Good. Thank you, Prapul. See, now, fancy stores are 25% of this, right? So 25% is 1/4, students. I'm sure you can say 1/4 of 240 is 60. 60 are fancy stores. Here 16% of 200. 16% means per 116. For 200, it will be 32. What do you mean by 30%, students? Percent means per 100. Per 130 means for 333s, 90 33s. 25% means 1/4. 1/4 of 160 is 40. So students, next students, 250 there, 20%. 10% is 25. 20% students is 50. Okay. Students, please remember total number of stores. These are the total number of stores, right? Total number of stores is equal to number of fancy stores plus number of medical stores. Now, if you ask me what are the medical stores here, students, out of total number of stores is 240. For example, if I take A, fancy stores are 60. So that means how many are medical stores? See, it will 60 goes other side, 240 minus 60, 180 are medical stores. Yes or no? 200 are total stores. Fancy stores are 32. If you, let me complete this data. If you have any questions, I'll take it. 200 minus 32, 168 are medical stores. 300 are the total stores in C, location C. Out of this, 90 are fancy stores, means 300 minus 90, 210 are medical stores. These are medical stores. Next, 160 are the total stores, 40 are fancy stores, means 160 minus 40, 120 are students, medical stores. Students, here 250 are the total stores. Somebody's mic is on, please. Somebody's mic is on, please keep it in mute mode. 250 are total stores. 50 is fancy stores, means 200 is students, medical stores. This is about total stores break up into, total stores are broken into two parts, medical store, fancy stores and medical. So that is point one. Point two, if you look at students, number of fancy stores is equal to number of jewelry stores plus number of handbag stores. See, these are fancy stores. These fancy stores have two parts, jewelry and handbag. See, there are 60 fancy stores. You see clearly the question says that, see, number of jewelry stores out of the fancy stores, out of the fancy stores. See, out of the 60 fancy stores, 32 are jewelry stores, means the remaining will be what, students? Jewelry plus these remaining are handbag stores. Handbag stores. How many are handbag stores? Means 60 minus 32, 28. This, see, this sum of these two will be equal to 60 is broken into two parts here. Out of 32 fancy stores, 12 are jewelry stores, means 32 minus 12, 20 are handbag stores. Out of 90 fancy stores, 44 are jewelry stores, means
46, sir.
please 90. Let me finish, please. I said let me finish, then I'll take your questions. 90 minus 44, 46 are handbag stores. Out of 40 fancy stores, 16 are jewelry stores. 40 minus 16, 24 are handbag stores. Out of 50 fancy stores, 20 are jewelry stores. Remaining 30 are handbag stores. Right? Yeah. Now tell me, what's your doubt? Somebody was asking something, you know. I asked you to hold back. Yeah, what is your question, please? Yes, students. I was asking you to hold back, no? Who was that speaking? What exactly is your doubt? Yes, students. Is it okay or any doubt?
It's okay, sir.
It's okay, no? Right. Okay. That's why I'm asking, if I complete everything, then you will have a doubt, right? I mean, if any doubt is there, we'll clarify it. Right. Let's now continue, please. Right. So now students take this particular screenshot. We'll be requiring this data, right? So let's see the first question. What is the ratio of the total number of handbag stores in C and E together to fancy stores in A and D together? Handbag stores in C is 46 and it is 30. 46 plus 30, 76 are the handbag stores. And students, A and D fancy stores. Fancy stores in A and D means, students, fancy stores in A is 60, D is 40. 60 plus 40, 100. 76 is to 100 means you can't ask anything easier than this. 4 19s, 4 25s. 19 is to 25. Right? Let's go to the next one, please. What is the average number of medical stores in ABC, please? Average number of medical stores in ABC means total by 3. The average number of medical stores in ABC. See, these 3 are the ABC. How much it is, please? You see 80 plus 68, 148 plus 10, 158. 3, 558. Correct? I repeat, you have to add 2 digits. 80 plus 68, 148 plus 10, 158. 1 carry, 2, 3, 5, 558 by 3 if you take 380.
186, sir.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Just keep typing it, instead of saying the answer. Just keep typing it, because if everybody speaks, there will be chaos there. Whatever answer you get, you please type it. I'm just seeing what is that you are typing in the chat box. Okay, right. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, who is that? Tell me what's your doubt. Yes, students. Somebody said, sir, come on, waiting for you. Any doubt? Right. Let's go to the next. So the answer is, how much you said, students? I'm sorry. 186. Option 4. Let's go to question number 5. Approximately by what percent is the number of handbag stores in B more or less than that in A? Students, handbag stores in A, if B is how much more than A? Let's see. Students, handbag stores in B is how much, students? 20. A is how much? 28. Let me take that. See, A is 28. B is 20. He is asking B is how much less, more or less than A means B is less than A by how much? 8. Now 8 by 20 or 8 by 28 is the confusion. Simple, please. Than that in A. Then whatever follows then goes to denominator. Then A. So 28 into 100. Right? I repeat.
9.
Then, please type your answer, ma. Don't speak. Right? If everybody speaks, it will be, others will have a problem there. Right? Please type your answer. I'm just seeing whatever you are typing. So students, 8 by 28 into 100, if you take, students, 4 twos, 4 sevens, 2 by 7. 2 by 7 is what percentage, students? If you recall, I'm sure 1 by 7 is 14.28. When you prepared for prelims, I'm sure you might have learned fractions and equivalent percentages. 1 by 2, 1 by 3 up to 1 by 12 and their multiples. 1 by 7 is 14.28. 2 by 7 will be 28.57%. It is 28.57% means approximately 29% less. Right? Okay, please note down. Yes, students. Good, 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 Prapul, good others also who have typed the answer. Let's go to the next. In location D, find the difference between the number of medical stores and that of handbag stores. D, what is the difference between medical stores and handbag stores, students? Simple, straightforward question. If you have taken the data, D, students, medical stores are 120, handbag stores are 24. 120 minus 24 will be, students, 96. How much it is? 96. Right? Good. Good. I'm glad some of you gave the answer. That's good. I'm just seeing, you all typing. Yeah, somebody's camera is on. Keep your cameras in closed position. I think Saran Rajan, you can close your video. Right? Okay, students. That's wonderful. Let's move on to the next, students. Find the total number of fancy stores in all the locations. Fancy stores in all the locations, please. I'm sure you can add this. How fast we can add is the issue here. See, 60 plus 32, 92 plus 90, 182 plus 42, 22 plus 52, 72. That's it. Two-digit addition you should be good at, please. 60, 92, 182, 222, 272. Right? So my answer is 272. This is the second set, students. Any doubt in the second set? Please type your answers. Okay. Right. Let's go back to. Shall we go to the next one? Right. That's good. Right. Only one student is typing continuously. What about others, please? You can also try, students. Look at the next one, please. This is interesting. So students, study the pie chart given below carefully to answer the questions that follow it. The pie chart shows the percentage-wise distribution of the total number of coolers sold by a shop in a week from Monday to Friday. Monday, 15%. Students, if you look at Monday, 15%. Monday, 15%. Tuesday, 25%. 15 plus 25, 40. Right? But these two are, if these two are 40 means the remaining Wednesday, Thursday and Friday should be 60%. Yes or no? So now friends, that should be 60%, but you are not given exact percentages. You have some M and N. You have to, before we proceed further, you need to know M and N values, students. What else he said? The number of coolers sold in all the 5 days is 1000. That I'll come back. Total is 100%, right? Right? And the difference between the number of coolers sold on Wednesday and Thursday is 100. Wednesday and Thursday is 100. Okay. So friends, with this, you should try and first find out M and N values. If you know M and N values, automatically we'll be able to answer the questions in no time. Can you try, please? I'll wait a minute or two. Can you please type your answers? Can you try and find out M and N based on the informations we have? Yes, students, waiting for your responses. It's very easy to find M because the last point, what he said, Wednesday and Thursday, the difference is 100. That makes your job so easy. Yeah, please try. Uh, yes, Aishwarya is 115. Check once again. You're almost there. Is it 100 or 10? Yes, students. Right. Yes, Praful. Right. Good. Let's start now. Students, simple. You see the difference between Wednesday and Thursday is 100. What is the total? We have 1000. Students, if you see, Thursday is 2.6 per M%, and here 1.6 M% means the difference is, students, 2.6 minus 1.6, 1 M percentage. 1 M percentage means what? 1 M by 100 of the total. What is the total, please? Total is 1000. Equal, this much also not required, students. I can say directly 100 students is what percent of 1000 means, is this 100, is it not 10%? So the difference is 10%, please, but difference is 1 M. 1 M is 10% means 1 M% is 10% means M is 10. I can directly say. Otherwise, if I to tell you, basically you can see, students, 2.6, 1.6, the difference is 1 M%. 1 M% of the total, that is 1000, is the difference between them, which is 100 means. You can see, students, 2 zeros gone, 1 0 gone. So 1 M is 10. M is 10, right? Once M is 10 students, you can see automatically, you can see students, if I change, let me just change the color, see. So M is 10 means students, 1.6 M means 1.6 into 10 will be 16, 16%. Here, 2.6 into M will be students, this is 26%. M is 10, no? 2.6 into 10, 26%. 1.6 into this 10, 16%. Now again you can confirm it. 26%, 16%, the difference is 10%. 10% of the total is 1000. 10% of 1000 is 100 or not, students? The difference is 100, you said. Is it tallying or not? Yes. Now, friends, total should be 100 percentage. You already had 15 plus 25, 40. This is 16 plus 26, 42. 16 plus 26, 42 plus 40, total 82 percentage. If you add 15 plus 25, 40 plus 16, 56 plus 26, 82 percentage means this is 18 percentage. Students, 1.2 n is equal to 18 means 1.2 n is equal to 18 means what is n means 18 by 1.2. Remove the decimal and put a 0. 12 15 is 180. N is equal to 15. Students, m is equal to 10. M is equal to 10 and n is equal to 15. That's one thing. But anyhow, friends, you know, you got everything percent, every day percentage you got it or not. Monday is 15%. Tuesday is 25%. Wednesday is 16%. Thursday is 26%. And students, Friday is 18%. Now you can say it's easiest numbers I have 1000. Students, what is 15% of 1000? 15% per 100 means 15. 15% per 1000 means it is 150. 25% of 1000 is 250. Yes or no? I'm sure you don't have to write 25 by 100 into 1000 and cancel it and say. I'm sure you can say. Similarly, students, 16% Wednesday, it is 16% of 1000 is 160. Wednesday is 160. And students, 26% is 260. Just adding 10, no? See, 100 percentage is 1000 means students. See, if 100 percentage is 1000, students, 1 percentage will be 10. 100 tens, 1000, no? 1 percentage is 10. 15%, 15 tens, 150, 250, 160, 260, 180. You got all the days. So clear, students. Monday 150, Tuesday 250, Wednesday 160, Thursday 260, and finally Friday 180. This is the number of coolers sold, please. Right? Okay. Now with this, we'll go and answer the questions. Can you please note down the data? Good, good. Yeah. Yes, students. Right. So now let's go to the questions, please. Find the difference between the number of coolers sold on Tuesday. Let me change the color. Yeah. Tuesday and the students Monday. Tuesday and Monday, you know, is 100 difference. Yes or no? Why? Monday is 150. Tuesday is 250. 150, 250 students. The difference is 100. You know, it is 150, 250. The difference is 100 students. Easy question. Now everything will fall in place easily. See here. What is the ratio between the number of colors sold on Monday and Friday together? You know, Monday and Friday together means, students, you can see Monday is 150. I'll write it here. Monday is 150. Friday is how much, please? 180, 330. Right? So let me take Monday and Friday is 330. And Wednesday and Thursday, students. Wednesday and Thursday is how much? Is it 420? You can say Wednesday is 160. And Thursday is 260. 160 plus 260, 420. Right? Okay. 330 is to 420 means, students, 0 gets cancelled. 3 11s, 3 14s, 11 is to 14. Right? Good, good, good. I am happy you're answering that. Wonderful. Let's go to the next. See, find the sum of the central angle of distribution of the number of coolers sold on Monday and Tuesday put together. Students, Monday is 15%, Tuesday is 25%, you said. Total percentage will be what? 40%. But students, if I to say angle at the center, total, if I have to represent instead of percentage, angle students, total angle is what? Total angle at the center of a circle is 360 degrees. So Monday and Tuesday are 40% means students, 40% of 360 degrees will be my answer. Why? As you know, Monday and Tuesday are 15 and 20, 15 plus 20, sorry, 15 and 25, 40% means students. So if I had to write it in angles, these two are occupying 40% space means 40% of the central angle 360. How much it will be students? 436 or 144. So they will occupy 144 degrees, right? Total is 100%, total is 360 degrees. 40% of 360 will be 144, right? The number of coolers sold on Friday, you said 180. Coolers sold on Friday is how much you said? 180. Is how much, what percent more or less than what? Than Tuesday. Tuesday is 250 now, students. Let's confirm once again. Friday 180. Yes, Tuesday 250. Correct or no? Right. So now what is the question, please? Friday is what percent more or less than on Tuesday? Say what follows than? What follows than Tuesdays? Tuesday will go to denominator. 180, 250. Friday is 70 less than Tuesday's 250. Percentage means into 100. You can say 10 gets cancelled. 25 fours. 7 fours 28. 28% less it is. Than what? That is important, please. The mistake in percentage questions is what goes to denominator, you have to take it correctly. Than, whatever follows than goes to denominator. Done? Right. And the last one, students. In this set, the difference between the number of coolers sold on Tuesday and Monday. Students, Tuesday and Monday, what is the difference, please? You said Monday is 150, Tuesday is 250. What is the difference, please? 100. This 100 is, students, one third of the coolers sold on Friday and Saturday together. Students, this 100 is one third of Friday and Saturday means what is Friday and Saturday together? 3 goes other side, 300. But student, just now we discussed what is Friday. Friday is 180. We have data up to Friday. Saturday we don't have. It is the extra thing is given. So now we can calculate how much is Saturday means, students, since we already know Friday is 180. 300 minus 180, students, it is 120. So Saturday is 120, students, but he's asking Saturday, no, total number of coolers, if the ratio of number of coolers sold to that of unsold on Saturday is 7 is to 5. I'm sorry, once again, one third of the total number of coolers sold on Friday and Saturday, right, please. Find the number of unsold coolers on Saturday. Come on, please. See, so if the ratio of the number of coolers sold to unsold is 7 is to 5, then find the number of coolers sold to unsold is how much, students? Sold to unsold is 7 is to 5. Students, you can easily say, students, 7 is to 5 means, students, total is 120. If you divide them 7 is to 5, is it not 70 and 50? This 120, if I'm dividing in the ratio 7 is to 5, is it not 70 and 50? So friends, so what is the question here? Find the number of unsold coolers. Unsold coolers will be 50. Yes, students. Any questions? Right? Shall we go to the next one, students? Right. Let's take up the next step, students. Right. Students, this is interesting. Study the line graph given below carefully to answer the questions that follow it. The line graph shows the total number of employees, both males and females together, in four companies A, B, C, D in 2 years, 2016 and 2020. Students, the one that is connected by this legend is a triangle symbol. Students is, see, let me change the color once. Students, you can see this particular triangle shape is 2016. This is 2016 data, and the one that is connected by the squares is 2020. Means this line is about 2020 data, right? So A, B, C, D, four companies. You have the data of both 2016 and 20. This includes this 200 employees include both male and female. This 520 also includes both male and female, please. Now let's see, students. With this, we'll go and answer the questions. Let's see. Students, the increase in the number of employees from 2016 to 2020 in C is what percentage of that in A? Right, please. Students, if you look at A and C and A, what is the increase if I take, students? If you look at C, students, the increase is 350 to 450. I'm sure you can say the increase is 100. Students, 350 to 450, the increase is how much in C? C is increasing by 100. What about A, students? God, it's a very big increase. 200 to 520. 200 to 520, the increase is 320. He is asking students, increase in C is, this is what percent of it, not what percent more. He is not asking more or less. It is asking this 100 is what percent of 320. 100 is what percent of A. So A goes to denominator, not more, please. Not less. Directly what percentage of A means. This C is what percent of A means. C by A into 100. 100 by 320 into 100. If you see, students, 0, 0, 2 5s, 2 16s. Right? So students, you can see actually if you're good at the fractions and equivalent percentages, I'm sure if you learned in prelims, you all might have learned already. If you know 5 by 8 is 62.5%, if you are aware, I can say 5 by 16 will be half of that, 31.25. I can say in my mind without putting on the paper. When, if you are aware of 5 by 8 is 62.5 fractions and equivalent percentages, the moment I say 5 by 16, I'll say it is half of that, it is 31.25. If you want, you can calculate. See, 4 4s, 425s, 525s, 125 by 4 means you can say 4 3s. If you are not getting this idea, you have to do the calculation. 4 3s, 4 1s, 0.25, 31.25. Done, students? Right. Next. Any doubt? Right. Good, 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 all of you. Yes, quite a few. I think 3 or 4 people said nice. Right. Let's move on to the next one, students. Find the ratio of the total number of employees in B and C together in 2020. B and C in 2020. First, let me take B and C 2020 means, students, B is 400, C is 450. 400 plus 450. 400 plus 450. It is 850. And students, A and D together in 2016. In 2016, what is A and D together? A is 200. Students, D is 400. 200 plus 400. 200 plus 400, 600. So 850 is to 600 means you can say 5 17s, 5 12. 17 is to 12. Answer is choice 2. Done, students? Wonderful. Right. Okay. Right. That's good. Let's go to the next. If the total number of female employees in C and D is 2000 in 2016 is 280, and there are males in C in 2016 is 62.5% of the total employees of in B in 2020. See, this is just trying to confuse you, please. See, males in C in 2016 is male employees in C in 2016 is 62.5%, means I can directly say 5 by 8. If you are not aware, you write 62.5 by 100 of B in 2020. What is B in 2020, please? B in 2020 is 400. B in 2020 will be students 400. So if you take students, 850 is 550 is 250. So male employees in C students in 2016 is 250. But what is total employees in 2016, please? What is total employees in 2016 in C means students? Total employees in C means C in 2016 means students. I'm sure you can see C total employees in 2016 is 350. Right? I repeat, total employees in C in 2016 is, you can see the data 350. 350. Students total employees is 350. Male employees is 250, means what is female employees in C? Female employees in C in 2016 is how much, means 350 minus 250, 100. But students, total female employees C and D in 2016 is 280, means C and D together is 280. But you know C is 100, means what we can say, students, D is 180. What is 180? Female employees, I'm writing detailedly to convince you, otherwise you don't have to write so detailedly, please. 2016 will be 180. But he is asking what, please? Find the difference between the number of males and females in D. So let's find total employees in D students in 2016. Total employees in D in 2016, how much, please? 400. Just now you said in one of the earlier question. See, you said here A and D 2016 means you said 400, please. Yes or no? If you want, you can confirm here 400 or not. 2016 D. Right, please. Total employees of D is 2016 is 400. Female employees of D is 180, means what is male employees of D? Males in 2016 will be students 400 minus 180, it is 220. Students, males are males are 220, females are 180, means what is the difference between them, students? 40. My answer is 40. Done? Wonderful. Note down. Anyone is noting down quickly? We'll go to the next one. Right. So friends, now let's go to the next one. Students, in company A, if there is 60% increase in the number of employees from 2016 to 2017 and 25% increase in 2017 to 2018. See, students, if you see 2016, you said number of employees in A is how much, you said 200. And in 2020, you said, students, number of employees in 2020, you said is 520. Am I right? Let's confirm once again. 200, 520. You can see 2016 it is 200, 2020 it is 520. So students, now 2016 to 2017, A increased by what percent, he says? This is 20. Between 16 and 20, what happened, he is giving. 16 to 17, it is increasing by 25%. 25% on this. Students, 25% is 1/4. 1/4 of 200 is 50. 200 plus 50, 250 it is. That is in 2017. 2017 to 2018, what happened, students? 2017 to 2018, it increased by what percent, please? I'm sorry. There is a mistake in calculation. 1 second. Here it is 60%, students. Sorry. Let me remove this. 1 second. Next year, 25%. Yeah. Yeah. See, 2017, 16 to 17, there is 60% increase. 60% on 200 is how much, please? 60% means per 160. For 200, it will be 120. So 200, 120 is the increase, means 2017 A will become 320. Now he says 2017 to 2018, there is 25% increase. As I said, students, 25% is 1/4. 1/4 of 320 means 4 eights are 30 to 80. 320 plus 80, it becomes 400. Students, is asking what is the percentage increase from 2018 to 20 means 2018 I have 400, 2020 I have 520. If you see, students, the growth is 120. But I want to know percentage increase from 18 to 20 means there's an increase of 120 from 400, 120 by 400 into how do you get percentage increase? The net increase by the base 400 into 100. You can see, students, for 3s, 30s, 30% is the increase. Am I clear? Right. 16 data we know, 20 data we know from the graph. In between, what happened in 17 and 18 is given, so that we are asked to find out what happened between 18 to 20 growth. We are calculating, right? Right. So friends, let's take up the next. Question number 20. In company B, equal number of employees joined in 2017, 2018 and 19, and 25 employees left in the period from 2016 to 20. So now, friends, if the number of employees who joined B in 2020 is 17.5% of the total employees, find the number of employees who joined B in 2018. We'll do that, please. Students, B in 2016, you know, and students B in 2020 also, you know. So students, let's say 2016, what is B? You can say 220, and 2020 400. 220 400. We'll write it here. 220 here, 400 here. Students, 2017, 2018, 2019, every year some people are joining. Say, let's say some X people are joining. And 2020 also some people will join, no? See, this plus this, whatever 2020 joining. So this is the people joined. 2017, 18, see 16, this many are there at the end of 16. 17 somebody joined, 18 somebody joined, 19 somebody joined, 20 also somebody will join, no? After that, by the end of 20, this many people are there. But how many are joining 2020? The number of employees who joined B in 2020 is 17.5% of the total employees. Total employees means this in 20. So 17.5% of in people who are joining in that year is 17.5% of the total 400. Right? You can see, students, 2 zeros gets cancelled. 17.5 into 4 will be 70. So 2020, 70 people joined. So when I add all these students, 220 plus X plus X plus X plus 70 should give me 400. But there is a small twist here. Not only people join, people also leave, right? How many people left the company in all the years together? From 16 to 20, all the together, 25 people left, means go subtract it. So 220 plus X plus X plus X 3X. 70 people more joined, 25 people left. So when you take them, students, that will be equal to 400. What is 3x, students? You can see 220 plus 70, 290. 290 minus 25. 290 minus 25 will be, students, 265 equals to 400. 3x is equal to, students, 265 goes other side. 400 minus 265, 135. So you can see 345. X is equal to 45. What is X? People who joined in 17, 18, 19 equally joined, you said, no? So how many people joined those 3 years? See, he said, please, equal number of people joined in 17, 18, 19. That's why I've taken X, X, X. So 17 or 18 or 19, how many people are joining? 45. He's asking find the number of employees who joined in 2018. My answer is 45. In fact, you can directly say students, to make you understand, I told you, otherwise I can say directly say 220 here, 400 here, the net change is 180. Net change is 180. So actually 3x people, 3x plus 70 joined, 3x plus 70 joined, 25 people left. That net change is 180, I can directly say. You can see 70 minus 25, 45, 45 goes other side. 3x is equal to 180 minus 45, 135, 345 I can say. Simple logic. See, ultimately the same thing here also. Same calculation. See, 220 comes here, 400 minus 220, 180. So this is about the fourth set, students. Then we'll come to the final set, which is a really tricky one, students. The data shows the information about the prices, cost, market and selling price of 4 articles PQRS. Students, articles Q and S both are marked 40% above the respective cost prices. The ratio of the market price of article Q to R is 7:8. Article Q is sold after allowing a discount of 14.2/7%. That is nothing but 1/7. I'm sure you know. And selling price of article P is 3/7 of the market price of article Q. So the sum of the market prices of articles R and S is 2,340. And so on and so on. Article S is sold after discount. So based on this data, students, you have to go and answer the questions. Students, what I will do is I'll make a small table. There is because see, normally what we say in the exam also, students, I'm sure you're aware. We tell people that, you try to attempt your, case-led questions as the last part. Why? Because see here till now, in the earlier 4 sets, we have the data in structured form. So we could easily pick the data and answer the questions. Here data is not in a structured form. Data is an unstructured form. It is in a passage form. So we have to fill the data. We have to write it in a structured manner. Try and find out some unknown data given there. And accordingly, we have to answer means it takes more time. That's why caselet should be your last option. Please first don't attempt caselets. If you don't find any other easier question, then come and answer caselets. Now, students, let me write a small table here and explain you this. PQRS. Students, there is cost price, there is selling price, there is market price. I'll make a table, students. Students, I'll start with this. The ratio of the market price of the article Q and R is 7:8. So let it be 7x and 8x means. What is that market price of Q and R? Students, market price of Q and R, let it be 7x and 8x. Students, the problem says Q and S both are marked 40% above the respective cost prices. First, let me concentrate on S. Q, please. Q is 40% above the cost. See, market price is 40% more than cost price means. Please remember, if I'm selling for 40% more means it is 140%, I can say. Market price is 140% of cost price. Why? Because it's 40% more. See, I'm sure in basics you might have learned when you learned the prelims exam, 10% less means 90%, 10% more means 110%, 20% less means 80%, 20% more means 120%. Students here, 30% less means 70%, 40% less means 60%, 40% more means 140%. Here, market price is 140% of cost price. But what is the market price of Q? 7x is equal to, students, I can say it 7/5. 7/5 times of cost price means, see, 7 gets cancelled. Cost price is 5x. So similarly, students, not only Q, even S also is marked 40% above the cost price means. So let me take this also. This is for some 5y. Because Q and S cost prices are not equal. Why I'm taking 5y? If I take 5y, this will become 7y. Why it is 40% more? 40% more means market price will be 140% of the cost price. Cost price is 5y. You can say 27s, 25s, 5 gets cancelled. 7y you can say. Market price is 7y, right? To avoid fractions, please, I can take x, y here. Then 140% of y means 7 by 5 times of y, you get fractions. See, 140% is 7 by 5. 7 by 5 times of the cost price. If I take cost price some A or B or Y, 7 by 5y, you get a fraction. To avoid fractions, this I'm taking 5y. Done. At least this gives you a hint there directly. I'm not asking. And students, let me take step by step. Article Q is sold after allowing a discount of 14.2 by 7%. Students, I'm sure you know all the entire profit and loss concept in quant. Loss discount can be summed up in only two statements, students. If you stick to these two basic rules, you can solve any question, means any question. What is that? Discount is always calculated on market price. Profit or loss is always calculated on cost price. Okay. So now students, when I say there is a discount of 14.2 by 7% or 14.28%, it's nothing but 1 by 7. I'm sure you can see, if you want, you can see 714 is 98 plus 2. 14.2 by 7 means, don't do this, that's criminal waste of time. 714 is 98 plus 2, 100 by 7%. Percentage means nothing but 100. You cancel it, you'll get 1 by 7. So 1/7 discount is given on market price means 1/7 of 7x students. X is the discount. If the discount is X rupees, selling price is nothing but market price minus discount. 7x is the market price. Discount is X means it will be 6x. Selling price is 6x. Next, students. And students, the selling price of article P is 3/7 of the market price of Q. Selling price of P is 3/7 of, I repeat, selling price of P is 3/7 of market price of Q, means Q's market price is 7x, means 3/7 of 7x will be 3x. This is selling price of P. Okay, next. The sum of the market prices of the articles R and S is 2340. Students, 1 second. So sum of the market price of R and S is 2340 means, see, 8x plus 7y together will be 2340. Right? This is one information I have. Next, please. And the last one, article S is sold after allowing a discount of 20% on the market price. S is sold at a discount of 20%, please. What is 20% of 7y? 20% of 7y will be nothing but, you can say 0, 0. 2 7s, 14 by 10, 1.4y is the discount. So then what is the selling price means? As I said, market price minus discount. 7y minus 1.4y means, students, it is 5.6y. So this is 5.6y is the thing. But only thing is, students, 8x plus 7y is 2340. If I know something about x, I can find y. If I know something about y, I can find x. So this is the crucial point, please. 8x plus 7y is 2340. Keep it. With this, there is some information. There is some information missing also. So with this, students, we'll go and answer the questions there. Right? Listen carefully. So now, friends, what is first question says, if you read, students, if the total profit, 1 second, sorry. Yeah, if the total profit percent earned on selling articles Q and S is 18.4%, then find the difference between the market price of article Q and S. Total profit percent on selling Q and S is 18.4%. Okay. Total profit percent on selling Q and S is 18.4%. So friends, Q is how much profit you are earning. See, students, if you look at what is the total cost price, please. See, please understand, total cost price is, students, 5x plus 5y, Q and S. Total cost price of Q and SC, students, total CP of Q and SC, students, is 18, sorry, how much it is? 5x plus 5y, 5 times of x plus y. But students, what is the total profit we have? Total profit means, see, it is students 6x minus 5xx. Here 5.6 minus 5y, it is how much students? 0.6y. Profit will be students x plus 0.6y. This is the profit. But student, this profit is 18.4% of the total means, student, simple. X plus profit is equal to, this profit is 18.4% of this 5x plus 5y, or 5 times of x plus y. You understand? I repeat, profit or loss is always on cost price. When I say there is a profit of 18.4%, 18.4% on the total cost price is 5 times of x plus y is the total cost profit, but that is equal to, as per the question, x plus 0.6y. How do I say 6x minus 5x, x is the profit on Q, 5.6 minus 5.6y is profit on S. Total profit is x plus 1x plus 0.6y is equal to 18.4% of 5x plus 5y means, students, you can see here 5 20s. 20 comes this side, students, 20x plus 20 into 0.612y equals to, students, this is going to be definitely time consuming. Let's try to do it. 20 into 0.612y equals to 18.4x plus 18.4y. Students, if you bring this side, 20x minus 18.4x will be 1.6y. 6x equals to 12y goes other side, students. 18.4 minus 12 will be 6.4y. Students, 16, 64, 4 times 1.64 means x is equal to 4y. Students, if x is equal to 4y, now we can solve this only for this question, please. You know, students, 8x plus 7y is 2340, you said. 8x plus 7y is 8x plus 7y is 2340. X is 4y means, students, if I substitute in the place of x 4y, 18 to 4, 32y plus 7y, 39y is equal to 2340 means, you can see, students, 39, 660, y is equal to 60. If y is equal to 60, x is equal to 460 is 240. So x is 240, y is 60. You got because of this condition. You can't take it to the next question, please. Okay. Now the question is, students, what is the difference between the market price of Q and S? Students, market price of Q and S is what? Q is 7x, it is 7y means, students. The difference between the market prices will be 7x minus 7y. It is 7 times of x minus y. 7 times of x minus y means x is 240. Y is 60. You can say 7 into 240 minus 60, 180. 180 is 1260. So my answer is 1260. Big questions, please. These are all big questions because you have so many blocks in the answers. Even this also you have in X, right? So it's going to be time consuming. Let's note down quickly. We'll finish that, please. Right. Done, students. Let's take up 22nd question. If article all is sold after allowing a discount of 20%, and the total amount of discount given on articles Q and R are sold are 260, then find the profit on non-selling S. Okay. Students, R is sold at a discount of 20%. Students, what is the market price of R? 8x. Market price of R is 8x means, what is the discount, please? Discount on R will be, students, discount given on R will be 20% of 8x. That is, students, 1 0 gets cancelled, 16 by 10, 1.6x is the discount on R. Friends, what is the discount on Q? Discount on Q already you know, 7x, 6x, what is the discount? 1x. Discount on Q is 1x. But students, total discount is how much, please? 260 means if you add total discount x plus 1.6x. See, x means 1x and 1.6x. 2.6x is the total discount on Q and R, please, which is 2.6x. But as per the question, it is 260 means I can say, students, 2.6 hundreds 260. X is equal to 100. If you want, you can see, you can write 26 by 10, 26 tens, 10 tens, 100. 2.6 into 10 will be 26, 100 will be 260. Students, X is 100. Now, what is the question? Find the profit on selling S. Right, please. First of all, students, if X is 10, sorry, X is 100, you have to find Y, please. In this question, 8X plus 7Y is 2340. That is the equation I have. 8X plus 7Y is equal to 2340. Students, X is 100 means 800 plus 7Y is 2340. You can see every question Y and X and Y value will be different because depending on the conditions given in the question, please. 2340 minus 800, 1540. 722 is 220. Y is equal to 220. Students, Y is 220, but what is he asking you? Profit earned on selling S, please. What is the profit on S? 5Y, 5.6Y, you said profit is 0.6Y and Y is 220 means, students, 0.6 into 220, it will be 132 you will get when you multiply. My answer is choice 5. Can you please note down? Right, students. Now let's go to the next one. Students, let's take up the next question. If the article P, just a second. If article P is sold at a profit of rupees 60 and the ratio of cost price of article P to that of Q is 1:3 and article P is marked 150 above its cost price, find the percentage of discounts allowed. So article P is sold at a profit of 60, that's one thing. Students, ratio of cost price of article P to that of Q is 1:3. And article P is marked 150 above the cost price. We'll see that. Students, what is the information about P? First, we'll write down. P, we know selling price is 3x. Cost price, we don't know. Market price, we don't know. So Q, friends, 5x, 6x, 7x. We'll take these two details. Q is 5x, 6x, 3x, but you know, for P, only 3x. Students, for Q, 5x, 6x, 7x. What are they respectively? Cost price, selling price, and market price. But for P, what we know, only selling price we know is 3x. P is sold at a profit of 60. That means, students, the selling price is equal to cost price plus profit, right? Our cost price is equal to, students, selling price minus profit. You know, students, selling price is how much, please? Selling price, students, selling price is equal to 3x. Profit is 60, says problem. So cost price is 3x minus 60. These are the cost price. But students, cost price of P to Q is 1:3 means cost price of P 3x minus 60 by cost price of Q 5x is equal to 1:3, it says. Cost price of P to Q is 1:3 or 1/3. So let's cross multiply, students. 9x minus 180 equals to 5x. If it comes, students, 9x minus 5x, 4x is equal to 180 or x is equal to 45. In this question, x is equal to 45 means, students, 345 is 135, right? And students, here, 135 minus 60, 75. See, you said the cost price 3x is 135. So 135 is 3x value minus 60 will be 75. Cost price is 75. Selling price is 135. But what about market price, students? Market price of P is 150 above the cost price. Market price of P is, students, 150 above the cost price means this is 75, no? 150 above this means it is 225. 75 plus 50, 150, 225 is the market price. Students, market price is 225, but selling price is 135 means how much discount you are giving? Discount is market price minus selling price. 225 minus 135, 90 rupees is the discount given. But I want to know the discount percentage, students. This 90 rupees is the discount on what? Discount is always on market price. What is the market price? I got 225. 90 by 225 into 100 means you can see students 15 6, 15 15s, 3 2s, 3 5s, 5 20s, 2 20s, 40%. 2 20s, 40%. Come on, students, note down quickly. Right? Let's go to the next question, please. If sum of the cost price of article Q and S is 1500 and the cost price of article P is 1.5 times of S. Okay, let's see, students. Sum of the cost price of articles Q and S is 1500. Students, you know, if you look at Q and S, cost prices are what? 5x and 5y. Students, 5x, please remember this article, this equation is important for me. 5x plus 5y is 1500. Students, sum of the cost prices of them 5x plus 5y is 1500 means I can say, students, x plus y is 300. How? If you take 5 common, 5 into x plus y is 1500 means you can say 5 goes 300. X plus y is 300. But students, you already said 8x plus 7y is how much? 8x plus 7y is 2340, you said. Am I right? Come on, once again, let's confirm. 8x plus 7y is 2340. This is the given data. So friends, 8x plus 7y is 2340. X plus y is 300. Means if you multiply with 7, 7x plus 7y is 2100. Students, if I subtract it, you can see x is equal to 240. If x is 240, x plus y is 300 means y is 60. In one of the earlier question also we got it with the same answers. But need not be same every time, please. Depends on the conditions. Now, students, you know x value, you know y value. He says cost price of P is 1.5 times of S. Cost price of P is 1.5 times, 1.5 times of cost price of S. Students, what is the cost price of S? Cost price of S is 5y. Students, cost price of S is 5y. Y is 60 means cost price of S is equal to, students, 5 into 60, 300. If cost price of S is 300, cost price of P will be 1.5 times of 300. 1.5 times of 300, students. Cost price of P will be 450. And students, what is the selling price? Selling price of P is equal to, students, if you see the data, it was 3x we have written. Yes or no? Selling price of P is 3x. Selling price of P is 3x and x is how much you got, students? 240 means 3 into 240, 720. Students, cost price of P is 450, right? Selling price is 720 means what is the profit means? Selling price minus cost price. 720 minus 450, 270 is the profit. But students, I want profit percentage means profit or loss is always on cost price, I said. What is the profit percentage means? Profit by cost price into 100. Profit is 270 by cost price 450 into 100. You can say 0, 0, 9 3s, 9 5s, 5 20s, 320, 60%. Done? Right. Note down, students. We'll go to the last question. Right? Right. Okay. So let's go to the last one. Students, if the profit percent earned on, one second. Yeah, if the profit percent earned on article R is 25% and an article is sold after allowing a discount of 480, then find the marked up percent on article R if article S is sold at 336. Article S is sold at 336, please. But students, article S selling price is 5.6y. That is equal to 336, right? And you also know, students, 8x plus 7y. See, please remember. See, this is 5.6y. This 8x plus 7y is how much, please? 2340, right? 8x plus 7y is 2340. I need both. Students, you can see, remove the decimal, put a 0 here. 56, 6 are 336. Y is equal to 60. Students, if y is equal to 60, we can find x. 8x plus 7 into 60, 420 is equal to 2340. Students, 8x is equal to 420 goes other side, 1920. 8 24 is 192. X is equal to 240. Just coincidence that you are getting repeating these numbers, please, but need not be. It's not necessary that every question it will be repeated, please. X is 240, Y is 60. Now, students, you know, if you have seen this, if you take for R, you know only one thing, students. For R, you know, market price is 8x, we know. Yes or no? You can confirm once again. See, for R, we know only one information, that it is 8x. Market price is 8x. So market price is 8x. See, 8x is how much? Just now you said, students, 1920. That is the market price of R. Students, and R is sold after allowing a discount of 480 means what is the selling price? Selling price is market price minus discount. Students, market price is 1920. Discount is how much means, students? Discount is 480 means 1920 minus 480 will be, students, 1440 is the selling price. But students, profit percent on R is 25% means, students, I'm sure if you are selling at a 25% profit, selling price is, you're selling at profit means what? You're selling at more than cost price. If I'm selling at 25% profit means 25% more than my cost price, or 125% of the cost price. That's what you by heart the formula. Selling price is equal to 100 plus profit percent by 100 into cost price. How it comes? It's nothing but 100 plus 25. Why? Because you are selling at profit means I'm selling at more than my cost price. 25% profit means 25% more. As I told you some time back, 25% less is 75%. 25% more is 125%. So selling price is 125% of cost price. But what is the selling price here? 1440 equals to, students, 125% of 125% of cost price. Let it be there. You can say 5 fours. Students, what is cost price means? You can cancel this. 5 twos, 5 28s, 140, 288. Cost price will be 288 into 4, 1152. Cost price is 1152. So what is your question, please, now? Your question is find the marked up percent on article R means, students, cost price is 1152, but you are marking it as what, please? You are marking it at 1920 means, students. You are marking at 1920 means, students. We can say how much you are increasing it. Your cost price is, you are marking it up how much more means 1920 minus 1152. Students, you can say 48 plus 20, 68. 12, 768, you marked it above. So this is what percentage means. 768 by 1152 into 100. If you do it, students, I'm sure you can see, students, 8 will go, 8 nines are 72, 8 6, 8 ones 8, 35, 8 fours 32, 8 fours. Again, students, I can say 16 6 are 96, 16 nines. You can say 3 twos, 3 threes. 2 by 3 into 100 means 2 by 3 into 100 is 66%. That's my answer. Right, students? Right. Any questions, students? Yeah, that's it, students. So you can, any queries, you can write to us at info@time4education.com, or you can log into our website also. So that's it for today, students. If you have any questions, please let me know quickly. So we'll take it up. Yes, yes, Profit. Somebody was asking me first 3 or 4 questions. Were you there? Are you there still? So, yeah. So let me just show you the first 5 slides so that you can take the screenshot. Yeah. So this is the first one. We had some data. We have something about Q and S, but we have partial information about P and R. Q and S information is not there. P and R is not there. Question to question, we were doing it. This is the first question. Take the screenshot. This is the second one. They're all easy questions. You can try. I know you were there. I think in between you were having some network issues. Right, please. This is the third one, students. And this is the fourth. I think this is when you asked the doubt. But anyhow, let me show fourth and fifth also, so that that set will be complete. This is the fourth one. And this is the fifth one in that set. Right, students? Is that okay? That's what Akanksha, any of them. See, pie charts will be easy usually. Bar diagrams, any you can attempt it. Only caselets you be little careful. Right? Caselets try to be little careful. Okay. So now you're asking me 18 and 20. See, 18, what he said is total number of female employees in C and D is given as 280. And male employees of C is, we know what the data is about total employees. This data is about total employees. So he talks about male and female. So male employees of C in 2016 is 62.5% of total employees in 2020. From this data, we got male employees of 2016 in C. And we already know from the bar from the graph, total employees of 2016. So from the line graph, you know the total employees of 2016, you know male employees you calculated from this condition. So then you calculated female employees. Once you know female employees of 2016, C and D together we know 280. Since you got 2016 female employees, you are getting D also female employees because they together is 280. If one is 100, another will be 180 we discussed. Once you know female employees of 2016, you can find male employees of D also because you know total employees of D in 2016. Total employees minus female employees will give you male employees. Once you know female and male, he is asking the difference. This is 18th question. Coming to 20th question, he said in 2016 number of employees in B is 220. In 2020 400 means it is increasing by 180. Total 220 to 480. It is increasing by 180. But actually 2017, 18, 19 equal people increased. XXX joined. Right? And 2020 how many people joined? He said 17.5% of the total. 17.5% of the total of that year, 400 means 70 people joined in, see, 2016, 2020 means 17 somebody joins, 18 somebody joins, 19 somebody joins, 20 also somebody joins. At the end of 20, you have this many people. So we know 20 how many people joined. So, but 17, 18, 19 equal people means I said XX. So total how many people joined means 3x plus 70. 3 years, 3xx. And 2020, 17 people. How it has come? 17.5% of the total of the 2020. But 25 employees left means you have to subtract this. This will be the net increase. But net increase is 400 minus 120, 180. If you solve, you get X value. Right? Okay, students. So that's it, students. Shall I close the session? Shall we close the session? Yeah, I'm not saying that don't attempt caselets at all. There will be some caselets which will be easy also. But only thing is that should be the last priority, basically. Because usually it will take little time there. Yeah, there can be like, as you rightly said, Prapul, yes, sometimes they will be doable like what you are referring to. Done? Right, please. That's what I'm saying. Around 10 to 15 questions, anywhere between 10 to 15 questions will be there, Lavanya. Right? Okay. Thank you. Thank you all.